What's going on, everybody? It's Game Unboxing Reviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO Dimensions news update. Now, I've been away on holiday for quite a while now. I think it's been around 3 weeks since I've been away, so I haven't been able to do any news updates or anything like that. However, I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. I still wanted you to be able to watch something of mine, so I recorded, LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens videos and LEGO Harry Potter ones, so I hope you enjoyed them. But now, finally, I can talk all about the goodness that is LEGO Dimensions, and we have a lot of really exciting stuff to get through. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so first up, let's talk about the Ghostbusters story pack. But before I get into details on this pack, I'd just like to quickly mention that I may let slip a spoiler or two, while I'm talking about these screenshots accidentally. So if you'd rather not have the movie or the overall Ghostbusters experience in-game spoiled, then I recommend skipping a little bit ahead in the video to somewhere a lot less spoilery. But anyway, here of course are the Ghostbusters story pack screenshots. Now then, the first 4 that you're going to see right now, these are basically from the first level in the story pack. And basically, there isn't really much to talk about here because we've pretty much seen the entire level. They've shown LEGO Dimensions at lots of different events and whatnot recently, and they've pretty much showcased the entire level. So really, there isn't anything to talk about aside from the fact to say that it looks cool. It looks like a fun level and I'm looking forward to playing it. And it's nice to know, that you're not just going to be playing as Abby. You get to switch between all the different characters and they all have their uses and all that. It's really, really cool to have that in this game. Now, these other 2 are a lot more exciting because here, of course, we can see the girls all suited up, looking really cool. They have their proton packs. But the best thing about these screenshots is if you look carefully, you can see that each of them on the sides of their legs have individual weapons. So let's take Jillian, for example. Jillian Holtzman, she has what I like to call the proton pistols. So I think we might actually be able to use these in game. And that would be awesome because that would mean you have Abby Yates, who's a physical character, but when you're playing as another character in game by changing into a different Ghostbuster, you have different weapons, but maybe they have the same use as Abby's weapons would, something like that. That could work. I mean, it depends on what they're going to do, but it's just great to know that maybe the other Ghostbusters have different abilities aside from just all having proton packs. So that's cool. And of course, in this second screenshot that we can see right here, we can see Erin being slimed, which they're probably going to make fun of a lot in this game, so that'll be interesting to see. But the coolest thing about this one is in the back we can see the Ghostbusters logo, and obviously in the movie that guy is doing graffiti in the subway and he puts a line through it and there you go, there's the logo. So this screenshot and the other one I just showed, these are either in the adventure world or a level, so maybe one of the levels in the game, and I would say it's probably the level, but they're all in the suits. They're all in the costumes, and in that part of the film, they weren't in the costumes. So maybe what's happened here is the person that's taken this screenshot did it after they completed the level. Or not, we'll just have to wait and see. So next up, we're going to be talking about a little bit more information on the ET Fun Pack, LEGO City Undercover Pack, and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them Story Pack. But before we get into all that, I'd just like to give a huge shout out to Nathan Elliott, aka Peter Parker on the LEGO Dimensions Wiki, as he's the one that actually shared all this information on the LEGO Dimensions Wiki. Basically, he met Arthur and Jimmy and got all this information out of them. And it's really cool that he's letting me share this information in this video. So thank you, Nathan. I really do appreciate it. Now, one of the things that I heard the most after Wave 7 was unveiled was the fact that a lot of people were really disappointed by the ET Fun Pack. Now, obviously, everyone's really excited about the fact that they're going to be able to play as ET and run around his world and meet characters from that movie and do quests and all that great stuff. But a lot of people were disappointed by what ET came with, and that was, of course, a phone. We don't know what that actually does in-game just yet, but it's there, and a lot of people were disappointed because they wanted Elliot's bike. Well, thankfully, Nathan actually found out that E.T. can call Elliot and ride around on his bicycle at any time, which personally I think is awesome. That is really, really cool. I'm so glad that you can do that. Now, I'm wondering, does that mean that E.T. can only, use Elliot to ride around the bike, or can we actually switch into Elliot and run around as him as well? Obviously, he wouldn't really be able to do anything, but it just adds to those characters, that have other characters in game, like Sloth, who can change into all the Goonies. So it'd be great if E.T. can actually change into Elliot just for fun, just because it would be cool to have another in-game character. Now, next up, we're going to be talking about the LEGO City Undercover Pack, and obviously this is one of those packs that we know pretty much next to nothing about. We really don't know a thing, we don't know when it releases, or what pack type it is. We don't know if it's a fun, team, or level pack. Now, personally, I really want it to be a level pack because I want Chase McCain's story to be expanded upon. I want to know what happened after LEGO City Undercover. That would be really, really cool. but I think it might be a fun pack because all we've seen is Chase McCain and the actual police helicopter. However, that is what everyone thought about Sloth until Arthur Parsons, of course, finally confirmed that it's actually a level pack. So who knows? I mean, Chase might be in a level pack, but fingers crossed, because that would be really cool. Now anyway, what Nathan found out is that apparently uniforms will be heavily considered to bring into play for Chase McCain's pack. So that doesn't necessarily mean that uniforms will be in the pack. Like, it doesn't necessarily confirm that Chase will be able to switch into different uniforms, but they're going to be heavily considered. And obviously, with something like that, I'm pretty much sure they're going to do it. I mean, if you want, you know, Chase to be able to run around as a fireman and a policeman and, you know, what other things was there? There was a construction worker and a spaceman and all that kind of stuff. Oh, and a farmer as well. He could probably do it. I'm pretty sure that they'll keep that in, because that was one of the coolest features of LEGO City Undercover. It was probably my favourite feature. Being able to take all those different disguises and all of them have different abilities and uses was awesome. It was really, really cool. So if they can do that, you know, give Chase McCain all those different uniforms and potentially other uniforms that weren't in that game, you know, new ones, that would be really nice. So fingers crossed that Chase is in a level pack and has all these cool little uniforms with different abilities that we can use in-game. And last but most certainly not least of Nathan's little roundup of news, we're going to be talking about the Fantastic Beasts story pack. Now, personally, this is my most anticipated story pack for this game so far, because for one, the movie's trailers, I mean, they look incredible. I think this movie is going to be really awesome. But more importantly, Arthur Parsons, who worked on LEGO Harry Potter years 1 through 4 and 5 through 7, has been working on this pack. And Nathan even mentioned that the way they're treating this pack is basically like LEGO Harry Potter 3. How LEGO Harry Potter 3 would be if there was another story is basically like this, and that's really cool because it means people who enjoyed those last two LEGO Harry Potter games are going to adore this story pack, so that's really exciting. Now, Nathan found out two extremely cool things about this pack during his talk with Arthur and Jimmy. First up, the adventure world will be 1920s New York City. Now, that's kind of a given thing. We kind of could guess that by the trailers, but it's great to have confirmation because I'm sure that's going to be incredible. But the coolest thing that he found out is that Newt Scamander isn't the only character we're going to play as in this pack. And basically what I want to say is, a while ago I asked Arthur Parsons on Twitter, I said, we have a character like Abby Yates from the Ghostbusters story pack who can change into all the different Ghostbusters. Is it possible that Newt Scamander can also change into characters from his movie as well? And he didn't really give me a yes or a no. He basically said, who knows? And of course, you know, when Arthur says that, I get thinking, I'm like, is he saying yes? Is he saying no? Is he teasing? What is he doing? And Nathan actually found out that Newt Scamander isn't the only character we're playing as. We're also going to play as Queenie and Jacob as well, which is awesome. Great to have more characters from this universe that are playable. And obviously, you know, that means we've got Harry, Voldemort, Hermione, we've got Teeny, we've got Jacob, Queenie, and Newt. So there's a lot of characters. If you're a fan of the Pottermore universe, there's so many characters to play as, which is really cool. And who knows? I mean, if you watch those trailers, you can clearly see there's a lot of allies and enemies. So maybe Queenie and Jacob are only two of the other characters we're going to play as well as Newt in this pack. We will just have to wait and see. Moving on, we're now going to be talking about the Harry Potter team pack, and I've got some good news, which is also kind of bad news. The good news is that you will hear Daniel Radcliffe's voice when you're playing as Harry Potter in this game. The bad news is that sadly it won't be newly recorded audio, so yes, they will be going the archive audio route with Harry Potter in this game. But personally, I think that's perfectly understandable. I mean, you got to think, Daniel Radcliffe has played the character of Harry Potter practically his entire life. I mean, he grew up playing him through 8 movies, so fair play to him. If he wants to stop doing it altogether and do other stuff, I say that's fine. I mean, I wish Daniel all the best because he's a great actor and I can't wait to see the other movies that he's going to be in. Now then, here is a little glimpse as to one of the archive audio lines that you'll hear in this game from Harry.
I've been here before, in a dream.
So next up, we're going to be talking about the Sonic the Hedgehog level pack. And the level pack is actually said to be very large, with around 7 stages in total. Now, if you think about it, we've only seen Green Hill Zone, so there's a lot more to look forward to, which is awesome. And you're not just going to be running through these. Oh no, it's going to be like actual Sonic experiences. I mean, you're going to see lots of exciting boss battles and all that good stuff, as you would expect from an awesome Sonic game. Now, I don't know all the allies and enemies that are going to be in the game, but so far, of course, we know of Sonic, Dr. Eggman, Tails, Knuckles, Chaos, Omnichow, Chopper, Crabmeat, Motobug, and Buzz Bomber. So those are all the characters and enemies and whatnot that we know of so far. So it's pretty cool, but there's bound to be more, I'm sure of it. Now, in other Sonic the Hedgehog news, we also have details on the Battle Arena, which is apparently going to be heavily influenced on Carnival Zone. Sadly, I don't have any screenshots or anything, but if you're familiar with Sonic the Hedgehog and you know what Carnival Zone is, it's going to be a very bright and colourful battle arena. So I'm really excited to see how that looks in-game. Now, in other Sonic the Hedgehog news, one of the cool things that they revealed at Gamescom is basically, obviously you can take any character into any level, but the greatest thing about this year is if you take any character into a Sonic the Hedgehog level, they will actually run as fast as Sonic. It's really, really cool. So you can play as Gizmo and run as fast as Sonic and do the whole level with Gizmo. That is awesome, and it looks ridiculous with some characters like Bane and Harry Potter and Voldemort. It just looks really silly, but it's awesome to see them do that because it allows you to play that level with the characters that you own. I just think that's really cool, and I think it's going to be something that people will keep bringing up, you know, in future waves. When more characters come out, they'll be like, I wonder what this character is like in the Sonic level, or this one, so it should be really cool. Now, going back to Harry Potter for a second, we're going to be talking about the Adventure World, and this was showcased on IGN during Gamescom, and as soon as it came on screen, I mean, my mind was blown. This thing looks absolutely incredible, and I might even go as far to say that the Harry Potter Adventure World is the best Adventure World that we've seen in this game by far. I mean, better than Year 1 and Year 2's Adventure World so far, and it's going to take a lot to beat. But who knows? I mean, the Goonies one, the Knight Rider one, you just don't know. These might be better, but so far, this is easily my favorite. Now then, as of course you can see right here, this is gameplay of the Adventure World, but what I'm going to do is list some of the areas that we know of so far that you can visit in this world. So of course we've got Grimmauld Place, Great Lake, Hogwarts Boathouse, Hogsmeade, Diagon Alley, Clock Tower Courtyard, and of course Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. As well as that, like I said in the last video, we've also got Weasley's Joke Shop and the Chamber of Secrets. And going back to that for a second, to get into the Chamber of Secrets, you'd have to go inside Hogwarts. So hopefully that kind of confirms that we'll be able to go in Hogwarts, but so far it isn't. So fingers crossed we can go into Hogwarts, because that would be amazing. Next up, sticking with Adventure Worlds for a second, we're going to be talking about the Adventure Time one, and this one is also one of my favourites. I mean, like I said, the Harry Potter one is my favourite so far, but I'm a massive Adventure Time fan, so to see all of these locations in this game, that blew my mind as well. I mean, it also looks incredible. So as you can see, again, I'm going to showcase some gameplay and talk about some of the locations that we know of so far. So we've got Finn and Jake's Tree Fort, that is in the game, but if you look in the gameplay, you can see the door is open. Now then, I don't know if you can go inside it, but the door's open, so it makes me think that yes, you probably will, so fingers crossed on that. We can also of course go to the Ice Kingdom, Candy Kingdom, Flame Kingdom, Castle Lemongrab, which I'm so excited about. I really hope he's in there and screaming unacceptable and all that. I mean, that would be amazing. We can also go to Lumpy Space, which is quite surprising. Wasn't expecting that. Pillow World, Boom Boom Mountain, which is a nice throwback to Season 1, Thief City, and the Forest. So there's a lot of really iconic locations from Adventure Time that we can visit in the Adventure World. And who knows, that might just be a few of them. Maybe there's more that we don't know about yet. We will just have to wait and see. Now next up, we're going to be talking about the ATeam Fun Pack, and I'm going to be listing some of the cool new things that we know about to do with this pack. First up, B.A. Baracus' idle animation is him drinking something and then falling asleep. Now I wasn't sure what he was drinking, but my friend Exister, who is the creator of the awesome LEGO Dimensions wiki, shout out to him, he actually mentioned that maybe it's milk, and honestly I'd say that's more likely than anything else. I mean, the way they actually get B.A. Baracus to go to sleep in the actual show probably wouldn't work in a LEGO game, so yeah, I'd say milk is a lot more likely. Now then, B.A. Baracus of course has several awesome abilities in this game, some of which that we know of so far are, he's of course very strong, so he has a charged spinning punch attack and a belly stomp, he can deflect shots fired at him, he can fix broken LEGO objects with his wrench, he has what's called the ATeam Master Build ability, which is something similar to the LEGO Movie Master Build ability, where a character can build something extremely quickly. He also has a targeting ability where he can use his machine gun, and he can blow up silver LEGO objects with dynamite. But do you think that was it? Oh no, the coolest ability that B.A. Baracus has in this game is that he can actually change into Hannibal, Spaceman, and Murdoch at any time. That's right, folks, the entire A-Team is playable in LEGO Dimensions, just like I and many other predicted, and this is awesome. It's really cool because I did say in my last video, the way they showed that picture of all the A-Team in the Meet That Hero trailer, that immediately made me assume that they're teasing it. You know, they're teasing that B.A. Baracus can change into all the A-Team. And the fact that he can has made me so happy. And I can't wait to see how they all play in game. I mean, they probably have all the same abilities as B.A. Baracus, like they did the Doctor and, of course, Peter Venkman last year. Or not. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe they've put something a little special in for A-Team fans. We will just have to wait and see. Now, in other A-Team related news, we also have our very first look at the A-Team Battle Arena, and it looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm going to be the one playing a lot of Battle Arenas in this game. I like how they've added something new for Year 2, but Adventure Worlds are probably the thing that I'll be playing through, you know, the most, because Adventure Worlds are awesome. It's a big open world free roam area. But, you know, when people come round and they want to play LEGO Dimensions, and you get to play with other people and fight each other and all that, I'm sure Battle Arenas will be used quite a bit. But nonetheless, I'm definitely excited about checking out not just this one, but all of the battle arenas in LEGO Dimensions. And last but most certainly not least, the final thing we're going to talk about is, of course, Supergirl. So basically, what was revealed is that the PlayStation 4 starter pack for LEGO Dimensions, starting September 30th in Europe and, of course, September 26th in US, will come included with a Supergirl minifigure. Now, this is cool. I'm really excited about playing Supergirl and showcasing her on the channel and all that good stuff. But here's the thing. If you already own LEGO Dimensions on PS4, the starter pack, if you want Supergirl, the only way you're going to be able to play as her is if you go out and get another starter pack. And that's kind of bothered me. I'm kind of disappointed that's the way they've went. But I really, really hope that somehow they figured out another way to make Kara available somewhere else. And not just for PS4. I mean, I really think that PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Wii U should all be able to get Kara somehow. So fingers crossed they figure out some way to do it, because that would be great. Because she seems like a cool character. I mean, she's got a heat vision, she can fly, she's got her ice breath, very similar to Superman. But the coolest ability that she has is that she can turn into a red lantern, and I totally wasn't expecting that. That is awesome. She can create lantern constructs and all that good stuff. Really, really cool. And plus, I believe, if I remember correctly, when you actually play as Supergirl, she'll say nice things, and when you play as Red Lantern Supergirl, she's a little more aggressive. So that's a nice little touch there. But yeah, guys, aside from that, I'm excited about Supergirl. I just really hope that they figure out another way to make that character available for other people, because having to go out and get another starter pack, that's not going to be very good for a lot of people. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I mean, I've pretty much covered every single thing that we know about LEGO Dimensions so far, and of course, if there's any more news, I'll be sure to make a news update and talk all about it. But so far, I am so excited about this game. I mean, obviously, LEGO Dimensions was brilliant in year one. I've loved everything about it, and I've still got things to record and showcase on the channel, but year 2 sounds incredible. I am so excited for September 30th. I really can't wait for it to hurry up and get here so I can play as Hannibal and Gillian Holtzman and Finn and Jake and, you know, just Harry Potter, Voldemort. So much to look forward to. I just can't wait to play it. Alright guys, so I want to thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon, and as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.